Yep. We'll just keep holding it for now. Let's see if there's oil pressure. It's reading no oil pressure. Uh-oh. Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? Been a long time since I've released something. Sorry for the absence. I've tried to produce at least some shorts here and there to keep you guys somewhat entertained. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've made a longer video, and well, what better video than a Rhonda video? I mean, anyhow, we'll get into not only this and what I'm doing with her, but where I've been and why I've been gone here shortly. Sorry about this rain, y'all, because I mean, the day I decide to start shooting, of course it's gonna rain harder and harder every shot I take. Bear with me, please. So I never really got to show this car after I got it running on the Haul Tech, because we had a very unfortunate incident. My nice harness here ended up getting wrapped up in my axle because, well, long story short, the proper securing I had done was no longer properly secured. That's not a story for the internet, unfortunately, because I'm not going to point fingers. There's multiple parties that blame, but it's fixed and we are here to get her running again because, well, it's time. It's only been a couple years. So the goal for today is to get that harness that I showed you back in this car, but as you can kind of tell, the car is it's a little bit of a mess. There's no dash. It's kind of bare, but we're gonna get that all taken care of today, hopefully. So like I said, we're gonna try to get this here mess of wires through a hole that's, well, actually barely bigger than this here. So I've done it twice now. Let's see how this time goes, and then we'll crank this thing over a few times, make sure it's got oil pressure, all that fun jazz, and then maybe, if I'm lucky, get to try to start it today. So I'm gonna try to feed this through the hole. I'll get back with you guys. So if you've been wondering where I've been at and why I haven't been posting, well, in the last couple years life has not been friendly. It's been more downs than ups for my roller coaster. We'll just put it that way. A couple deaths in the family, been through a few jobs, this, that, the other, culminating in us deciding to sell everything except a few cars and go travel full-time in our motorhome. But enough about that. Let's see if this thing will even power on. I haven't turned the key since we got the harness in the axle, so we'll find out if this thing even powers up. Holy shit. Coolant temperature high. I don't know how the temp's high. It's pretty cold in here. We're gonna go figure that out. Alright, y'all, it's the next day. We're gonna get back to it here. Like I said, with Rhonda here, we're gonna see if she runs again. So, fan automatically turns on again for some reason. It's not supposed to do that. Alright, y'all, we're turned on. The coolant temp is accurate finally. Only took 3 different tries. Fan is not on. Everything's all hooked up right now. I apparently plugged it into the wrong coolant temp sensor on my car. Forgot I had multiple. But we're gonna give her a little crank. As you can see, there were no spark plugs in it, and the injectors are unplugged, but we're gonna hope for some oil pressure here. So watch that top right corner for me. Yep. We'll just keep holding it for now. Let's see if there's oil pressure. It's reading no oil pressure. Uh-oh. I don't like that. It's been sitting for 2 years, so I figured I'd crank it over. Hey, there we go. That's a really good thing I did that. Ooh, if I'd have started that without doing that and repriming my oil pump, that race engine might have been toast. Man, you know, always trust your gut. Always, always, always. My gut told me, do not fire this thing up without first treating it like it's a brand new engine. It's been almost 2 years since this thing rolled over like that. Might have just saved myself a huge, huge, huge headache, because 47 cranking oil PSI is beautiful. Let's see if we can make the 80 at idle after I put this thing together. All right, y'all, I went to edit this video, realized I had forgotten to show you something very key. What had caused the whole issue with Rhonda and what actually happened. So bear with me. We're gonna pick her up, and I'm gonna hurry up because it's freaking cold out here. Ta-da! So this is what happened. My harness ended up in my CV shaft. As you can see there, it kind of did some damage. The CV shaft is fine. I just got to put the boot back, put some fresh grease in. The harness did not fare well. It had to be shipped out to get repaired. There were several wires that were demolished, and a fuse got popped. It was just all around bad. Now that my hands are numb, it's really not that bad out here. Let me know how cold it is where you're at, because well, you can't see my breath, but it is pretty freaking cold here. Wow, got dark. Oh no. We're gonna check the whole temperature inside the barn here. I think that's a lie. It says it's 40 degrees. Feels colder than that. I think it's, I don't know, maybe 30 right now outside. All right, y'all. Everything's all hooked up as far as I can tell. We've got everything hooked up properly, not just hooked up. So hopefully she starts right up for us. Just get rid of the possible stuff that can fall into the bay or places we don't want it. And we're gonna see what happens here. Always gotta give her a good shake, make sure she's in neutral. Power's up. Let's see what happens. Up. I know what I forgot. Cars don't start without fuel pumps. Hey, look at that. Fuel pump. It works. Let's try this again, guys. It runs! Oh man, that's like music. Look at that oil pressure. 50 oh man, 50 psi of fuel pressure, 87 psi. Oh man, we might be back in business. I'm shaking right now. It's literally been 2 years since this car ran. It died crossing the finish line at 9,000 RPMs, and now it's back. The feelings are indescribable right now. Thank you all for joining me. You're going to be seeing more of this car in the very near future, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I'm going to before she goes away for a little bit, because life, much like I spoke about earlier, has dealt some curveballs recently, and well, you guys are going to come along for the ride. All the ups and the downs at this point. Go fast, don't break it, y'all. Oh no, my dash fell. The dash crashed. Won't stay. So fucking happy it's not even funny. Again, thank you guys for joining me. This has been a wonderful day and much, much needed after the last couple years.